Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Matt, and today I want to have a little conversation about specialists and how it would be a nice addition to fold them back into the kind of class system that we're all used to knowing and loving from previous Battlefield games. I think as a general consensus, people aren't super happy with specialists. They weren't happy about them when they were announced, and I find it pretty hard to find people that really love them post-launch. I think as we get content throughout the life of the game, in terms of new specialist gadgets, all of the above, I think maybe people will come around to them. Now, while I think the idea of the class system actually making a return is pretty far-fetched, it's still kind of nice to use your imagination a little bit and remember when you used to actually have fun playing Battlefield. I think the main problem people are having with specialists is the fact that they kind of take away a lot of the purpose when it comes to team play. Battlefield has always been that kind of game. When you load into the game, you know exactly what role people are playing based on the character model when you're walking around, based on the icons placed above their name, and you kind of base your choice around maybe what you already have in your squad. I don't necessarily see an issue with primary weapons making a transfer between classes, as it's kind of nice to still carry around what gadgets you enjoy using and change your weapon on the fly when respawning, but it definitely just feels more chaotic with so many of the same looking specialists using the same loadout running around, and this kind of transfers across the enemy team as well. I think that it was a wrong call on DICE's part to not distinguish character design between the two factions. I think a lot of people would agree that it is so fucking confusing sometimes. Like I said, I don't really see DICE making huge changes to the way specialists are currently set up, and I think they're probably just going to let the life of the game run its course alongside the specialist system. I was reading through my favorite place of all time, the Battlefield 2042 subreddit, man, what a fucking place that is. And I stumbled upon this post. I think this is a pretty well thought out way of approaching the transition into a class-based game. I think that it's a lot cleaner and organized, and it really doesn't seem like it would be much of a stray away from what we currently have. Some of the current gadgets attached to the specialists are particularly annoying and spammable in some situations. Boris's sentry turret in particular makes me so sick to my fucking stomach when I play Rush. Man, don't like it. The ability for Irish to throw down armor is just a ridiculous idea in general. It really has no place in this game, and that's in my opinion. Of course, you may love armor, and that's great for you, and you may love throwing down a sentry turret and walking away, and that's great too. Just know that people dislike you more because of it, and every day Satan comes closer to breaking through Earth's crust, and it's not going to be the players flying into tornadoes with Sundance's wingsuit that he takes with him first. It's going to be you cunts. I would encourage all of you to take a look at the concept art from the development of this game. I'll put a link down below so you guys can maybe go click on that if you're interested, because it really shows what we kind of could have had in this game if the course of development didn't take such a drastic change at some point in development. Not that concept art is really something to base your opinion on a game off of in the first place, but it kind of shows that someone had a potentially bigger idea for the game and something happened to make these ideas a lost cause in the scope of development. I've stolen a couple images from the gallery that I thought were cool in terms of specialist character models, and I thought of this. I figured for the assault class we really have two options while staying politically correct and not to piss off our female counterparts. I think this one here would be good for the Russian faction, maybe bulk it up a little bit, add some actual armor of some sort, and this one here would be great for the US faction. As for recon, we have this ghillied up monster which already exists in the game, which is perfect, and then this sleeveless quad goggle wearing man. Moving on to the engineer class, I think Sundance looks like she could spin a wrench, and Falk minus the syringe pistol, maybe replace that with an impact drill similar to what we see in Bad Company 2 might be a good idea. And then finally, support class, Espinosa is a pretty good candidate for being a bulky guy with some ammunition for the team. There's also this piece of art that ended up being dedicated to the AI in this game for some reason. It's definitely a little more generic, but it gets the point across of having separate faction character models that are easy to identify. I'm not really sure why this was thrown out the window when in every previous game we had different factions and character models and skins to go alongside. I think this falls into everyone's fear that Battlefield is going in a direction similar to BR style games like Fortnite and Warzone. I really hope that isn't the case, but like most things in this game currently, only time will tell what's going to happen. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of specialists in general and if you enjoy them or not. I don't really think a lot of people do enjoy them, but it could be wrong. And maybe if you have any ideas on how to better the current system in general, feel free to add me on Origin if you guys ever are looking for someone to play with or just don't have any friends that play this game like me. I'm always looking for new friends to replace my current ones. If you use a sentry turret or you enjoy stockpiling armor in this game, please don't ever at me, like ever. And for those of you still watching, I appreciate tuning in. If you like the video, please subscribe. It would mean the absolute world to me, and I'll cook up some more stuff for you guys in the coming days, near future, maybe, who knows. Thanks again for watching, guys. Take it easy.